Welcome back to the Ford Sports Sunday, and I got to tell you, football fans, you do not want to miss the next couple minutes we're going to spend with George Veras, who's the CEO of the Pro Football Hall of Fame Enterprises. And I've talked to you a little bit about this, but if you are a football fan, you have a can't-miss event coming up at the IX Center.
And we're bringing this here to Cleveland to launch this incredible fan fest. The 100 Hall of Famers, Andy, over 2 days, May 3rd and 4th at the IX Center. Really an unbelievable opportunity.
Okay, and this seems to be like this is going to be the beginning of a lot of great things to come for FanFest, but it's all starting right here in Cleveland.
It all starts here in Cleveland. We're going to get the chance to meet and hear from Warren Sapp and Michael Irvin and Marcus Allen, people that usually don't come to Cleveland. This is 100 Hall of Famers over 2 days. We're going to be able to hear from Larry King, doing a whole panel discussion with Hall of Famers talking about their road to Canton in 1,000-seat theaters. Fans can bring all their memorabilia items, and the same people who do Antiques Roadshow will actually give you a free appraisal for all your sports memorabilia.
It is amazing. I mean, there's so many things I want to talk about. First of all, Terry Bradshaw is going to be there. That's worth the price of admission alone, just by that, for what he's going to do. Yeah,
Terry actually has this one-man show he does in Vegas. It's called America's Favorite Dumb Blonde. Okay? He's going to do that show twice for us at the IX Center, 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock. That's a $70 ticket on Sunday.
Okay, so what access will fans have to the 100 Hall of Famers that are going to be there?
Here's the deal. You got 4 shows. They start Saturday and Sunday. You go from 9 o'clock to 3 in the afternoon or 4 o'clock to 9 at night. You get 25 Hall of Famers in each show. But here's what you get for your $39.99 ticket. You get to go to the Legends Theater, where the Hall of Famers are going to be in round panel discussions. Another theater where they're going to talk about the 2014 draft coming up. The Heritage Auctions, where you get the free appraisals. We're bringing the busts down from the Hall of Fame. You can take photos with the Hall of Famers and get the busts. If you want, you can go to special autograph sessions. That's an upsell for $300, but you're going to get 5 autographs of Hall of Famers in a grouping that you would have never gotten before. So if you're talking Joe Namath next to Harry Carson, next to Barry Sanders, you would have never gotten that grouping before. And here's the other interesting thing. We've got a 100-yard football field. And we have local area teams like St. Ignatius and North Olmsted and University School coming out. The players are going to do individual drills. Hall of Famers will watch them. Can you imagine Ray Guy, the first punter ever in the Hall of Fame, sitting there and talking to the team's punter? What inspiration. We're going to have stands. We're going to have bands. We're going to have, it's a festival.
So, what I think the interesting thing is the way you're talking about these players. They're all different generations, which makes me think if I'm going there, I want to go with my dad and I want to bring my son.
You want to go with your grandfather, the granddad, and the grandson, which is actually what we have at the Hall of Fame, for those who haven't been down in Canton and seen the new building. But we're bringing the Hall to Cleveland. But more importantly, we're bringing the Hall of Famers to Cleveland. Yes, you go to Canton and see the bus, but when are you going to get a chance to meet and greet these guys? In those sessions I talked about, you'll be able to do Q&As and ask the Hall of Famers questions. There are going to be photo stations where you can take photos of the Hall of Famers as they're walking around during the different shows. It's a real chance. As Bradshaw said, we are what we are because of the fans. This is their chance to interact with the fans.
All right, very interactive, and that's what we're talking about right now. And I'm wondering, from your perspective and from the Hall of Fame's perspective, how hard is it to organize trying to get 100 Hall of Famers in here, set up the IX Center, one of the biggest indoor venues in the country, and to be able to make this thing work? Because it sounds like a ton of work.
It is, but it's a labor of love. I mean, I've been very privileged. I've been working with these guys for the last 5 years. As you know, when I worked at CBS, I had a chance. I produced Terry Bradshaw. People forgot. He used to do games at CBS before he went to Fox. Merlin Olsen I produced, who is no longer with us. Anthony Munoz. But the point is, it's a joy for me to bring this back to my hometown where I grew up, having been at the Hall for 5 years. And this is the hotbed of football. To me, this is the perfect place to launch it, because I know the passion for football in Northeast Ohio. And by the way, we're getting a lot of people coming from Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Columbus, Cincinnati, Detroit, Indianapolis within a drive. Indianapolis, when are they going to get a chance to have Lenny Moore with Marshall Faulk on the same stage? It's that type of generational thing you were talking about before.
All right, one more time, let's put it up on the screen just so folks know how to get tickets and what the major information is here. And again, how do you do that, George? How do you get
tickets? If you go to Pro Football Hall of Fame /FanFest, you can go online and get tickets. Also, when you go get your paper ticket, you can get a coupon for $5 off to go to the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
George, as awesome. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. I'm looking forward to seeing you out there, and I think it's a great time. If you are a football fan, you have got to check this out. More of the Ford Sports Sunday coming your way after a quick timeout.